Hey guys, welcome back to some more Shantae. We're in our third dungeon, the spooky swamp area. Gotta stay out of those lights, stay in the shadows. So I'm gonna start off by getting me a main collectible. Let's get ourselves a heart squid, or a little warp squid. Sorry, I'm thinking of future games. And oh crap.
Oh no.
What? What the fuck? What happened?
Okay, so let me tell you a story. It is 2016 and I am playing the 3DS Virtual Console release of Shantae. I grab me a warp squid and that scene happens. There is an emulation bug with Shantae. This happens in all emulated ports of the game. Because that's 2 for 2, this has happened. If you collect the warp squid, there is a chance that your game just randomly locks up and glitches like that. And when it does that, it corrupts your save file.
The heck?
Oh my gosh.
So, if you're playing on a version that has save states, this is why the whole time I've said, use them, because there is a chance you can run that bug, and then your save would be gone. Luckily, I've noticed that didn't happen in this version. When I reset, my save was still here, but I would still highly recommend using save states every time you save as a backup, because you never know when that can happen.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It is an emulation bug. I'm not exactly sure why that is a thing in the game. It's something about the warp squid just not playing right with emulators when you collect it. But just, again, you take the precaution.
That's dumb. You think they would have fixed that?
Yeah, I can understand. I guess it's a thing that can easily still happen just because this is a kind of difficult game to emulate correctly. It took a couple years for this game to finally play correctly on PC Game Boy emulators as well. So it's not an easy Game Boy game to emulate correctly.
I don't know why.
It's probably because of the sprites. This game is very detailed and has so many different sprites for every character.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, this is a puzzle.
You just gotta wait for the eyeball to look right, and then you just jump on it and be like, hey, take me right.
Yep. Whichever way they look is the way they move.
I'm sorry, I know my right and left, so I swear I do. That was the left, not the right. I don't know why I said right.
And here's another puzzle. I need to go ahead and get this eyeball into the statue. And it's not easy to get in there, so I'm glad I got Monkey Claw. I'll just say that much. Because doing this with human form Shantae, it's doable. It's just a little more tedious because you gotta crouch every time to hit this thing when it's on the ground. Monkey's low enough, you could just swipe it.
What kind of puzzle is that?
Oh, they get interesting later, too. There will be later versions of those statues that we need to have looking a specific way in order for it to be solved, which is definitely a lot harder. But there's a reason why we'll get those things to look in a different direction. You'll understand when you see the puzzle. Probably understand as well based on how this game's theming has been so far. Pretty self-explanatory what the solution is.
Oh, the scary dark.
That's what happens when you're in the light.
Oh, what the heck?
That's what happens when you get hit by the light, apparently. More sprite glitching.
This is the finest bootleg. 4-star, best in the city. Zag it!
Hey, I just like to think that Shantae turned into a zombie in this dungeon.
Yeah.
that sprite worked. That's all I gotta say of that.
Roddy Tops, look, we're cousins.
Oh no!
Roddy Tops,
No!
look, I'm just like you. Oh man, I can't eat brains now.
I was gonna say, not really thinking straight and maybe sometimes brain dead, but that's a different story.
How did you do? Oh, it wasn't looking right.
It's not that easy. So, you gotta get the eye to look at the right direction. Gee, I wonder what we're supposed to get this eye to look at.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Oh.
Nope. Barely nope.
You have to get this thing in the eye socket a couple times. Every time you put it in, it goes a different direction, and it goes clockwise. It's that's why you can't solve this the first time. You gotta put the thing in the socket 4 times total. But it's very easy to knock this thing into the doorway, and if you do that, good luck getting it out.
Look at that nice statue over there.
And of course, as soon as it looks over, mouth opens wide up.
And drops the key.
I will also recommend at this point, if you have the later powers where you hold down the run button to actually do the shoulder dash charge, let go of the B button. You will regret holding it here, because you will just shoulder tackle your way off the platforms and go in the spikes.
Don't kill me, stupid spike traps.
You can tell where those traps are set because of the location of the eyes on the back wall. I just take it, one step further. Just use Vanish Cream, because it's just, there's so many traps. It's easier just to avoid them than to dodge them.
Shantae and her 30,000 cases of Vanish Cream.
Look, man, you buy them by the bulk, it saves you money. Oh, this statue. This one is dumb. With the right angle, you can get this thing in pretty easily, but I definitely don't know that angle. This one's awkward.
This looks mean.
Son of a bitch, Ball, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Stupid ball! Don't get me to fight Bob Barker on this game.
That's all you need to do. Just ask Adam Sandler to throw the thing into the socket and it works. That's the actual solution.
You stupid ball.
I'll never get tired of that movie. That's like one of my favorite movies, actually.
I love Happy Gilmore.
It's one of his best ones, in my opinion. Yeah, Happy Gilmore's so good.
A lot of Adam Sandler movies are pretty funny. I love them.
That and Waterboy was really good, too.
Yeah, Waterboy's really good, too.
Big Daddy was funny.
I also like 51st Dates. It's not a real good one to me.
Yeah, that one's
yeah.
good, too.
Him and Drew together.
Drew Barrymore. I remember watching Big Daddy a lot while growing up. That everybody quoted at school when I was younger.
Is that an enemy or just a free throw?
Why not both?
We fighting our boss?
I really hope you're watching this video in 60 frames, as I said multiple times in this series. This boss doesn't exist in 30. Very flickery. Very.
Drop kick.
Very just a pattern game. Follow where it goes. This is the mini-boss of the dungeon.
Oh my gosh.
So this is that one boss in Zero Mission, Metroid Zero Mission, where you had to shoot the ball whenever it becomes a symbol.
Except this thing doesn't really fight back.
Yeah, it doesn't really fight back. At least that one fought back.
Yeah, and even demonstrating here, you can use the fireballs or pike balls, but it doesn't matter because they don't do damage. I just used one by accident because it's very easy. To use items in this game, it's up and attack. So you're going to be doing that a lot just by accident. Now the joys of playing on a system that only has 4 buttons in total, 2 of them being pause buttons.
Terrible creature imprisoning me. You mean the zombies?
Now let's talk about that one outside that seems to not understand anything. Oh, that's Bolo. Don't worry, he's harmless. Sure, let's go with that.
What is this one?
Now we got ourselves another transformation. I hope you don't have arachnophobia, because now you play as a spider.
Oh god.
Man, does this game have an arachnophobia button like most modern day games? There's literally a game that has an arachnophobia button. It just turns the spiders into blocks.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite uses of like an outside like slider thing for ease of access, just because of how goofy it makes the game look if you go too far down. But the spider here is honestly a transformation you're not going to get a lot of use of outside of just traversal, because its big thing is that it can climb walls. And you can tell what walls are climbable in the background by certain things. So in this dungeon, the web walls, we can climb those. There'll be other things later on that look a little more distinguished, and those will be climbable surfaces as well. But that's mainly what the spider can do. Every animal does have a talus it can get for a attack. But the spider one is basically at the end of the game, so you're really not going to get use out of its attack form until pretty much the final stretch.
Oh, wow.
The only two you can get before Dungeon 3 is the Monkey Talisman and then even like the Elephant Talisman, but gotta go a little out of the way for the Elephant one. Actually, no, you need the Spider for Elephant, so you gotta wait until after Dungeon 3 for that.
Turning into a spider, crawling up walls.
Also, the heart container that we got on the way to Watertown, we can technically get now, so now we're back in sequence.
But knowing you, you're just gonna cheat it anyways.
I mean, we did. Can't put it back. What's worse than putting one eye in a socket, making it look the right way? Two of them. Go up, please.
No. Just get in. There we go.
You can essentially juggle these eyes, so I don't think it's as bad. I think the worst statue is the one with the elongated neck, because it's just so high up. But that one, you can just put the left eye in the right socket and the right eye in the left socket, and just juggle them back and forth. So it's easier to work with that statue.
I was gonna say, whoever designed these puzzles should be fired.
I mean, they work. Gotta give them credit, though. Like, they're interesting. Especially for a Game Boy game. There's only so much they can do. Obviously, with the limitations of the system, the screen crunch, and all that.
Yeah.
So I think this dungeon does have some pretty unique design for puzzles. At this point, now we're done. So there's only one thing left, which we can't get, because we need the last transformation for, like, every other dungeon. So we'll be coming back for that last warp squid, but we got the 4 we need. So it's boss time. Climb our way up.
It's time to fight the boss as a spider. Even though the spider doesn't really do anything. Just climb.
Yeah.
Seems like monkey is like the most useful transformation in this game.
It really is. It just has so many different use cases. Ah, no Risky. I wonder if she's around the corner. Oh, I shouldn't have opened my mouth. But Risky, once again, can never catch a break because she's always interrupted.
Risky, I thought you were tougher than this. Always getting just being a pushover half the time.
Yeah, she really doesn't do all that much in these dungeons. She tries to get to the stones first, succeeds, and then gets pushed out, so should grab them earlier on when she had the chance instead of gloating. It's like every villain.
What is this fight?
So this fight's interesting. We can use our charge powers to do damage. It would take forever to actually damage the guy. So we're gonna just wait for it to be over one of these holes and press a button here with the spider on the wall. Then it'll fall down a pit and take massive damage. It's actually a pretty easy fight when you think about it, but it's a lot of waiting around and hoping the guy cooperates. Like, he was 1 foot off from falling down that left hole. That can easily happen.
Come on, buddy.
And yes, a lot of first-time players, you can climb this. A lot of people don't think about this on their first playthrough, and it's very fair. Because some things are pretty distinguished, what you can see that you can climb on as a spider, but other background objects, probably not the most clear, and this could be one of those cases.
Yeah, I mean, like, it literally, like, they taught you the whole entire dungeon, like, oh, you can only climb on web surfaces. How are you supposed to know you're supposed to climb on this?
Yeah. It's a thing that you're supposed to kind of figure out by experimentation more than anything else, because you're not going to be able to figure it out unless you just try. Nothing in the game will actually just, like, verbally tell you. So that's the Simmerstone, so that's 3 down, 1 more left. So, where are we going? Do you know, Risky? Roddy? Just imagine, she shakes off the face mask. It's like, wait, you actually are Risky.
It was I, Risky Boots, all along.
I didn't know we were playing Metal Gear.
Oh man, that doesn't sound like a foreshadowing joke or anything. You know, I can actually see Roddy doing that just to get attention, because that is a thing Roddy would do. So at this point, our next destination is up to Mount Pointy. So we gotta go all the way up to the mountains.
Mount Pointy.
Yes, I know. It's a dumb name, but you know what it means. It is the highest point of Sequinland, so the name does fit.
Did a 3-year-old name that mountain? That's all I'm gonna ask.
Gonna run through here while it's nighttime. Snails sleep at night, don't you know? These things do a lot of damage to you, and they're really hard to fight. So come to this section at nighttime. Like the only area in the game where there's giant snails. These praying mantises, they also hurt a lot, but they're easier to dodge.
Oh my gosh, it's the Sonic 2 Metropolis Zone enemies again.
Yeah, they look more like slicers in the later games, just because of the color change. But yeah, they pretty much might as well be slicers.
I forgot what the name of those badniks were, to be perfectly honest. I'm sorry. I'm also very forgetful, so I tend to forget things a lot.
Who are you again?
I don't remember. Who am I? Who are you? Who are you? What is this?
Shortcut.
What are we doing?
This shortcut's actually kind of a useful one because we don't have to break it open. So it takes us to a different area, which is good, because if I can hurry the heck up before it's nighttime change.
That looks like a tight jump.
It is. You're not supposed to be able to get this right now with the monkey, although it is possible. I think they expect you to come back here with the final transformation. But monkey climb, monkey do it.
Monkey see, monkey
Monkey
do.
best transformation.
It really is. Well, actually, it's not, and we will see once we get to our next town, because there is a transformation that is a 3-in-1 combo. Although I was wrong, the elephant talisman, you do just need monkey to get here, and elephant. You don't need spider. There was one of these I was thinking of using spider to get, but I'm probably thinking of one of the heart puzzles. Let's get out of here. Let's warp back to this dungeon. I swear, that is a warp dance.
They had to backtrack in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Man.
We can actually get the heart squid that's in here now with spider, so we might as well get it now. It's on the path anyways.
You mean warp squid?
It helps to have more.
You said heart squid. You meant warp squid.
They changed them later. Like, one more game later.
The message is mommy.
They were never warp squids again. That's it. This dungeon's 100% complete. Let's use the candy to get out.
Don't you love when they just change names and you're already used to the name?
Yeah, boss key, big key. I'm gonna skip a key. That's my favorite one. Just squeezing the wall. Yes, you can climb that.
Oh.
Now you know how you get that one firefly. Unfortunately, though, it is daytime, so I gotta wait.
How long are we gonna wait?
That long.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna say, it's like, oh, we gotta get a transition. No, I guess not. I was like, are we really waiting this long? And then, luckily for me, no.
Yeah, it takes a few minutes to turn day to night. Plan ahead.
Whee! He's just jumping like big.
The monkey looks so happy no matter what he's doing. That's cute.
Yeah, the one thing I will give to the monkey that's a negative, though, is notice how I'm jumping? I have to veer left or right in the air. You can't just go straight down with monkey. Monkey always veers left or right. So it's sometimes awkward to land on a platform with the monkey. And here I'm trying to be really careful because there's a lot of drop-offs. These canals of water, those are pits. I don't want to fall down them because I will die.
Monkey's got Simon Belmont syndrome, I see.
Yeah, he pretty much does. Or she does. It is still Shantae after all. Just to think, everyone's like, oh, Shantae, you're so beautiful. I would like to date you. Turns into a spider like, I changed my mind. This is creepy.
Man, you know, I'm so glad that in the future games they get rid of the stupid dance that you have to do every time.
Yeah, I mean, dances still exist in later games, but they are sped up so much, it just doesn't really matter.
You don't have to sit there and waste, like, what, 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Feels like it. Here's your stupid kids.
I think. I don't know, I found some of these in one place, some of these in another. I don't know whose is whose. Please tell me whose these are.
Be a better mom.
That's so weird. You could just mix them up and they don't even care.
Yep. Now, you would think I got a squid back in the first dungeon and then the 4 in the third dungeon. So how does that work color-wise? The answer is it doesn't. These colors are just coordinated to the towns, so every warp squid would be whatever color the town is. So you actually can't tell where the warp squids are from. That makes it worse. Because keep in mind, I got one more in my pocket, and that's going somewhere else. So let's take them to their new mummy later.